To order for the Madison County School Board. Today is, well, April the 23rd. I have to double check because these days are going by so quickly. So, the meeting is called to order. Mrs. Brock, would you please read our vision statement for us?
Yes. Madison County Schools, in partnership with the community, strives to equip educators and students with the skills to lead by example, develop and speak with a unique voice, and explore their academic curiosity to make a positive impact on our community and world.
All right, thank you. Okay, we need to approve the school calendar for this year since there are changes. So, Mr. Gillum, would you like to discuss the changes? I have the dates and I'll let you start.
All right, sure. So we're obviously recommending some amendments to our calendar. The Kentucky Department of Education has waived several requirements. They waived the 170-day meeting in person requirement we have since the emergency declaration. We have extended numbers of NTI days and so forth. With all of that put together, basically what they have asked us to do is take the 1,062 the number of 1,062 instructional hours that are required for an instructional school year by statute. They've asked that we take that and replace that in place of our instructional calendar. So when we do that, when we substitute that in, our last day of NTI instruction, the last official NTI day would be May the 11th, which is Monday. And then that would replace the 171 days that we had originally in our calendar for students and for teachers to work. And then following that, those other days are the work days that are filled in beyond that so that teachers can fulfill their contracts. And I think the rest of the dates are there. And also we did, we went ahead and released those numbers pending board approval. And so I think it's been posted and lots of folks have seen that. We've gotten very positive feedback on some of those changes. We are as well extending that following week after that or the remainder of that week of the 11th. Teachers will be available. Students can turn work in, and they will still be able to get all of that in following that. So those are the changes. Those are kind of the purpose behind all of those changes.
I'm getting a lot of questions from parents on how the teachers or how we're going to pass the students. Are they going to be on a normal judging their NTI and what they've done in the past? Is it just normal? Have we made any exceptions or?
Well, yeah. So grading, first of all, if we look at it, the majority of the school year, we were already, we did that under normal circumstances.
Right.
We kind of think about the last little bit here, but when you put it in into the big perspective, we had about 125 days, I think, of in-person classes. So, or actually it's more than that, I believe, as closer to 130. So, so we had a significant number of actual in-person classes prior to going to the NTI. So there was a lot of opportunity for teachers to assess prior to that. But then as well, students have been turning in. Yeah, we had 135 days of face-to-face instruction. So then the students will be turning in their NTI work. Our teachers have done a really good job of designing lessons. Obviously, it's we would prefer to be in person, but with what we have, we're still able to have a pretty good school year. As well, teachers, we've asked them to give the students the benefit of the doubt, and realizing that some students are they're having difficult circumstances as well. We have some households with multiple kids and limited computer access and all of that. So we're just getting through it the best we can. But yes, they will receive grades and they will be promoted and retained or whatever as well. Any other questions?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Are there any other questions about the calendar, Becky? Good question. Okay, then if not, Any more questions? Then I need a motion to approve the changes as presented to the revised school calendar for 2020.
So moved.
Second.
All right. The motion's been made by Mrs. Cobb and a second by Mr. Rutherford. All right. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Are there any nays? Okay, motion carries. I think everybody will be very happy with this decision. All right, moving on to our very short agenda. Are there any comments from the board at this time? There are a couple things that I'd like to quickly add. I want to remind everybody to make sure that they check out our school's website because there are changes. I know that the food service will continue to offer meals. I'm going to read this to make sure I get the dates right. For pickup on Kirksville, Madison Middle School, Waco, and Shannon Johnson on Tuesday and Thursdays from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. until May the 15th. So make sure that everybody takes advantage of that. And the summer feeding program begins May 18th. So we're very happy that we're going to be able to continue our feeding program and feeding our children throughout the school year, so through the summer. Want to remind everybody that there's no athletics, no extracurricular activities, no gatherings, and everything is still canceled, all graduations and everything like that. So, Mr. Gillum, I know you mentioned that you had spoke to the principal, so we're extremely excited that you guys are still have plans going on as far as trying to come up with some ideas about our graduation service for our seniors. We do miss them.
Well, thank you. And just so everyone will know, meeting with our high school principals this afternoon. We've already had a lot of discussion, but we're meeting again this afternoon to kind of look at a few more ideas. So.
All right. Are there any other comments from the board?
No.
All right. I need a motion to adjourn our special called meeting.
So moved.
Second.
All right. The motion's been made by Mrs. Brock, second by Mrs. Coyle. All those in favor?
Aye.
Are there any nays? All right. Motion carries. The meeting is adjourned.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it very much.
There we say hello to you.
Aye.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Great job.
See you. Bye-bye.